Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to this lovely morning here at the development block. And I think it's going to be another lovely day. The last probably the last week, they've just been really nice days. It's been beautiful weather. It's been about 6, 7, 8 degrees overnight, Celsius that is, and anywhere from 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, around that. So it's it's been really nice. So, a couple of things are going on. We've got the new pallet racking that came. Dad picked that up yesterday. So there's 5 bays of that, which will probably, maybe at this stage, go just on the edge of the cement here. That way we can have all oils and that under one section and stack it up to put just some of this other random stuff, just to try to keep that a bit tidy. But anyway, we're not 100% sure that's what's going on yet. We don't know whether we want to make it hard to get through there or not at this stage. But yes, what I've been doing yesterday, other than making a massive mess, is working out these workbenches. And pleased to report that I was welding, I was dropping metal, I was doing all sorts of things, and the floor still hasn't peeled, so it might be all right. So yeah, I've got this bit of stainless. I haven't pulled the protective cover off it yet, but that is stainless steel. I think it's 2 mil, be about 2 mil, and we've put that on. Now, we were going to have the thought of putting wood underneath it and then putting the stainless steel, like obviously support the wood, just to take a bit of the tinniness out of it and dampen the sound a bit if you're hitting with a hammer or whatever. But we kind of figured that it's not going to be used a lot, and the workbenches that we have up at the main farm are just tin, even thinner than that, and it's not too bad. So we are going to just space out these. I was doing that yesterday, putting some bracings in there to just to help support that, and then we're siliconing the stainless steel to the metal, and that'll take out the vibration. So this one here, I haven't actually bolted. I'm silicon down, so that's just a bit noisier, not so nice. But this one here, you can hear is just a lot nicer. But first things first, I will turn on some lights here. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. This is the first one. So there is a lot of lights in here. So generally try and only turn on the ones we need. Well, we've got some clamps and everything, just siliconing on this one. So yeah, it's all going to be good. I've just did a quick sweep, just a very quick one, and yeah, it's actually held up. I was a bit worried that with the welding and that, with the little hot bits of metal flying everywhere, there'd be all lines of burnt lines, but I can't actually see any. If they are, they're very small, so must be some pretty hard paint. But plan change. We have, I think, a fence down in, where is it? Down near the wheat. And I think that there are cattle in, well, so, story time. On the north side of this development block, there is a stock route, which for those that don't know is, it's like government land that is able to be used to move cattle, you know, so there's usually a big line of them, all blocks that are linked together that people can move their cattle or sheep, whatever, through the stock route to get to somewhere else. And sometimes you can lease those stock routes and put cattle in there and do all that sort of stuff. So I'm not exactly sure how it all works, but what is, yeah, so there is cattle in there, and I think in a couple of places the fence is down. So yeah, I'm gonna go and have a look at that and probably put my fencing hat on, which isn't a very good hat. I don't do fencing much. I don't really know what I'm doing, but all I've got to do is look for holes in the fence and make sure things can't get through. So it should be pretty simple at least. I'll figure something out. So anyway, we're going to drive off and have a look there. Well, I've got a few fencing supplies in the back, and we'll just go have a look, see what we find. But we've got, yeah, got the canolas really kind of coming into flower now. Still a little bit uneven just with the season, so there's still a bit that will be coming up soon. It was a little bit dry, so yeah, it is a little bit short. But yeah, hopefully it continues to go strong. Right, we are just turning into the organic section, and this is coming up really nicely. Probably don't really need to say much, I think you can see. So it is starting to get a bit dry, which isn't ideal, but yeah, hopefully it can keep kicking strong for a bit. Where that big waterway or causeway gully goes through, that's where it'll be down, which there's little bits like this which cattle could probably walk over. Not quite sure what to do there, but maybe I'll go up this way just to make sure there's nothing else major up here. Looks like it's not so okay there. Gonna have to pull some posts up. Bit of silt is lying down on all of that. That's mesh too. Maybe I'll just run a new section. Just bang a couple of posts in there, and that might have to just be our temporary solution for the minute. Right, quick change of plans. I did actually manage to straighten this post a bit. You just got to be careful because they will snap. But yeah, I did try this one here, and the netting just came off and tore it, and yeah, it's all busted up on an angle. So yeah, that netting's too buried to do anything with that. So I might just flog some of the wires and yeah, just patch this hole. I might just go and try and straighten up a couple of those posts back there. Right, well, this part is patched for the minute. yeah, I just ran, well, used the original barb on top there and just ran a plain and then another barb just for the, yeah, I don't know how long it'll last, but hopefully whatever cows are in there aren't too boisterous, but it should it should stop them anyway. But yeah, it's not going to stop pigs or roos or anything like that. Sometimes it's actually easier to make a fence that they can get through, because otherwise they'd dig up all underneath it, the pigs mainly, or the kangaroos would try and barrel through it and they wreck the fence that way. So unless it's a really good solid fence, sometimes it's easier to make a not so solid fence. But we'll just go up here further, see if we can see anything else, and then go back the other way and just see what we find. Well, this is the section that is a bit painful. The fence is all buried under all of that, all the way down there. So I think for the minute I'll just run another one. I've already got 2 posts in there. Yeah, so I think that's all I can do. I'll just bang these other posts in. I'll probably just maybe run, I think I should have enough barbed wire for maybe 3 strands. That should keep any cows out, I'd say. So that's the end where it starts being upright again. So anyway, I'll get to it. I might leave you here somewhere on time lapse just to prove that I do work occasionally. Well, I've just only got enough time to run 2 at the minute. It might be enough actually, just for the cows. So got the 2 barbs run there, and I think that might even do it. We'll just see. It's going to be better than what was there. So I'm going to pack up and probably head home actually. It's just about, well, I think it's a little bit after knock off. So anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. You just can't beat the sunsets sometimes. Just looking out over a green crop. It's a good sight. Morning guys. It yeah, turns out I'm back down here at the fence line. Yeah, we do need to do something with this. So Phil's actually coming down on the JX very shortly. I've got the chainsaw. I'm just going to, yeah, have a quick look here, probably chop a few branches off and try and clear all this up, I think. Not quite sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but we'll see how we go. I'll just start hacking away at it, I reckon. So yeah, you can see that's the fence there. So I've just chopped either side of that so we can clear that off. I can hear Phil chugging away on his way here. Right, well I think we've temporarily patched it at least now anyway. So just ran another couple of barbs there, lifted up the old fence, banged in a couple new posts, and yeah, that'll be good. That'll keep them out. I think not on this fence, but where this fence meets another fence there's a little hole, so I don't think that'll take long. But yeah, and Phil's just gonna head the other way in the JX and see, yeah, check that side of the fence, and we'll just see how much we got left to do. Well, here's the little section. There's been a bit of pushing going on here, I think. More than likely from little piggies, or big piggies. I'll probably just run a couple more barbs, I think. I think that'll keep the cattle at bay at least. So this is one of the northwestern corners. It actually does a bit of a dog leg, but yeah, you can see all the organic section down here, all the way down there. So this fence line here is the one we've been mucking around with. So Phil's down there somewhere. But anyway, I'll get going here with the fence. Right, put another 2 there. There was already 1 barb there, but that'll sort that out. Now I think it's back to bench making at the shed. So we'll see you there. Well, slowly making our way back to the shed to continue with the benches, but looks like Phil's downsized it just a little bit. Gone from 100 tonnes of D11 to all of, I don't know how many tonnes, but it's maybe 3, 4, and yes, back to 95 horsepower. So this is a bit of a feral fence on one of our boundaries, and yeah, obviously the water's eroded through here, and you can see the bottom of the posts, which means the animals can get underneath there, so it's not really keeping animals out. So yeah, there's been another little section added to that, and then just gonna bury it. It's not ideal to bury wire, but I mean it's very difficult. I'm not quite sure how else you do it. I mean, there is a few different ways, but with what we got here, yeah, it's a bit tricky. So anyway, Phil looks like he'll have fun. I'll overtake him and head to the shed. So got really distracted with fences and still trying to do these benches. So the day's not far from being over, to be honest, but I have found somebody that looks like they've been doing a bit of mischief. What's going on here?
Splashing a bit of paint around.
On yourself, or?
Yeah, on myself. Doing a pretty poor job of it too.
Well, at least it doesn't matter that much.
No, don't go up, take it close.
I'll go as close as I can. No. So I think Dad's little project's been painting the fuel tanks.
Just
to keep them cool.
The temperature out of the fuel, because petrol's really crucial, but diesel you still get vapour when it heats up, because you can't hold your hand on it when it's like, even yesterday before I painted that black tank, you couldn't hold your hand on it, and now you can.
Did you leave a strip?
No, I'm going to paint it black.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it was either going to leave a strip or paint a strip so you can put your hand on it to see where the temperature change is and see how high it is.
A banana here, mate.
Yeah, I had to bring him back to his lunchbox.
Oh.
I might go and enjoy the bit of shade under that veranda.
No, I haven't scraped it down or done any preparation. I'm trying to change the colour. I'm splashing it on. It'll look like putty.
It doesn't look too bad from here, but maybe I just better not.
We'll
have a quick look.
Go and have a quick look and then edit it out if you think.
I don't edit out mistakes that much really these days. Or poor performance. You guys see most of it. He probably could have painted a bit more down below, but anyway. I guess the important bit's painted. Oh, that'll be good. Keep it nice and cool. Right, well, back to the benches. I've only got maybe an hour or so. See how much I can get done. Well, I got another, how many is that? 4? 5 cross beams welded in. But looks like the day's at the end for me. And I don't know when I'll be back on this workbench, so this might have to be the end of the video. If it is, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.